and then we'll see if we want to listen to them. Because when you sit back and you look at the other fighters say, hey, this guy's, if two fighters are talking about two fighters fighting, they'll say, well, one's got to get his cardio going a little bit. He's a little bit too slow, but if you catch him, you may be able to knock him down, but he's so big he can really knock you out. Well, the other guy's in really great shape and he can punch fast, and he, submission more so than anyone else. They'll actually they'll talk about it for what it is, the combatant and the skills. But when people like Ariel and everyone else, they just spread out all this hate and they keep talking all this hate crap, it kills other organizations off, and it makes promoters think, why do I want to put my pants on that person? He only performs twice a year no matter what. You guys are either going to say, hey, he's 6 months off and now he can no longer get anything. Now nobody can ever see him. And hell, when he's even on there, all you guys are going to do is talk so much crap about him. It's like talking about my product. I'll just stay out of it. That kills everybody. They got to really, kind of slow down a little bit on it. You know what I mean? I've never seen, it's like somebody watching a horror movie and complaining the fact that, hey, that's a fake mask being killed. We should put a real person in there. I mean, it's just stupid.
Exactly. I've never heard it put that way before. That is exactly what it is, man. And that's like why, oh man, like in Ariel, we keep going back, but obviously, I mean, shit, man, he did ambush you and professionally claims to be a journalist, but obviously he's getting a paycheck from the UFC, probably directly. And these people, yeah, he's saying you're making a mockery of the sport. He's saying you're throwing fights and taking dives, when really what you're doing is you're being a businessman. You're making a career out of this in other organizations that aren't going to make you take that brain damage just because it's in America. Exactly.
Yeah, and there's no champion. That's another thing. There's no champion. I mean, the way he talks, he's acting like, you're going to go through and fight and that you're going to be a champion. There's no champion. You win that fight, you lose that fight, you're unemployed again. Period. So that's it. There's no champion. You're as good as your fight. Period. So, I mean, that's the thing. Most people have no understanding of that. Just because you win, does that mean you're coming back? No. You're unemployed. Period. And every fighter will tell you that. It means nothing. And if you win too much, nobody's going to want to fight you in the first place. So you're going to be sitting on the bench unemployed because they want to have people with records, so they want to have people that they can beat get in there, and those are the ones that are going to win. Why do you think James Thompson was picked over there for SFL? Why do you think they picked him? Do you think he was the strong point of MMA? Come on. He was picked over there because he was a loser, so he came in there dirt cheap. Come on, man. Come on, guys.
Yeah, a quick aside on Ariel before I get to my 3 rapid-fire nonsense questions. Yep. We rarely call him Ariel Helwani on the show. We usually just call him Ariel Hawaii because the guy isn't worth saying his name correctly. The one thing that really turns me off about him is he started up as a small-time show, and it grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Now the guy won't do interviews with smaller shows who were in the same exact position that he was in just a couple of years ago. It would be the same thing like a fighter who refused to sign autographs for the same fans who got them to where they are. The guy just seems to have a inflated sense of ego. But I got 3 real quick rapid-fire questions for you. The first one being, I noticed you grew up in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and actually next month I'm going to be moving from Florida to Denver. My job's bringing me over there. What is one thing, either in Denver or Colorado Springs, that I got to check out?
Well, the Kissing Camels and of course, Pikes Peak Mountain. I really love those things. It's a great place to go walk your dogs and take your camera. It's beautiful. Garden of the Gods. Check it out.
All right, I'll definitely check it out. The second one, it is really a timeless question asked over and over again. Bob Sapp, if I gave you 2 ingredients to put on a pizza, which would they be?
Ooh, that's a good one, and I am going to go with AB mayo. So that's shrimp and mayonnaise, and I love that pizza right over here in Japan. You can get it. It's sweet and it's tasty.
What?
Love it.
Wow, I've never heard that one, but that might not be all all that bad. Finally, Bob, my last one. It's more of a request rather than a question, but I know it would really make my buddy Ramses a happy person if you could say, "This is Bob Sapp, and you're listening to the Word on the Street podcast," followed by one of those roaring Bob Sapp laughs afterwards.
Hell yeah.
You got it. All right, you ready?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is Bob the Beast Sapp, and you're listening to Ramsey on Word on the Street. I'm on the street, baby. Word.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, that was awesome, dude. We will need to play that every episode. That's all I got. Ramses, back to you. Thanks again, Bob.
Oh, thanks for that, Jake.
All right, thank you.
Bob. Yeah, Bob. We are going to wrap it up right now. Thank you very much for appearing on the Word on the Street podcast. I just have one last question. It came in through Twitter, and actually, I was wondering about it too. Before we will let you go, well, of course, obviously, we'll let you plug and tell people how to contact you directly. But last question came in on Twitter. You were supposed to fight Mike Tyson. What's the true story? What's the word on the street? No bullshit. What happened with that?
Okay, Mike Tyson, he was willing to take the fight, and I was willing to do it. However, because of his prior history, Japan just had some problems bring him into the country and allowing him to do that in the country.
Because he was a convicted
and I have no
felon.
idea what they're talking about, whether they're talking about that criminal record or whether they're talking about the fact that he had that the boxing violation when he was biting the guy's ear. So, but either way, it ended up becoming the same result, which was no to him.
Yeah.
Fighting in Japan.
Is that something you were? I mean, Jesus, man, fighting Mike Tyson. I don't care what age he is. That's fucking scary, Bob. Was that something you were looking forward to?
Oh yeah, I was looking forward to it. That would have been a great time. I was really excited for that.
I'm interested to see what would have happened, man. I'll design a character on the UFC game after Mike Tyson, and I'll have you two guys fight each other. It'll be awesome. But hell yeah, Mr. Bob Sapp, definitely thank you for appearing on the show. Hopefully you'll be back again. Actually, sorry, I said it was the last question. I do have one more. Hopefully you'll be on again. You know, just any time to talk, you're always welcome. But I do want to, you speak fluent, I'm not sure if you're fluent or not. You speak Japanese, correct?
Yes, I do.
I was just wondering, if I ever, one of my dream interviews is with one of my favorite UFC fighters, Yushin Okami. He's a Japanese gentleman. I was just wondering if I ever get a chance to get him on, are you willing to come on and translate? That would be so fucked up and awesome.
Yeah, I'll definitely come on up there and translate, and we'll see if we can make that dream come true. And I'm actually getting ready to get on the road here, but I will come back over here and we'll have my assistant or whatever.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thank you for your time. Good luck in your career. Everything else. Just real quick, where can the fans reach you on the Twitter or you have a website, something to plug real quick?
You know, on Twitter, I only answer that when I'm in Japan and when I'm in between working. So now then you just gotta you can check me out over Bob Sapp on Facebook. So, and it's going to be a picture of me with the elephant in the background or me holding my dog. But everything else is pretty much it because I'm so busy working, it's very difficult for me to kind of...
He's a busy man, and he gave us his time.
Talk to everyone.
Yeah, man. Yep. I do appreciate it so much, Mr. Sapp. You are a legend in the MMA business. I can't thank you enough. Definitely hope to talk to you again. I hope you have a good day. And, yeah, man, thanks a lot for your time, sir. What? What was that? Someone speaking Japanese. One more time.
Arigato gozaimasu.
All right. Bob Sapp, ladies and gentlemen, we will let him go. Thank you very much for your time on the Word on the Street. Talk to you, Bob.